when David Moyes replaced Sean Dyche at Everton in January. Some viewed the appointment as being pragmatic, a controversial decision from new owners the Friedkin Group to placate some segments of the fan base. But Moyes has proved all the doubters wrong. Was it ever up for question? Everton launched away from the relegation zone last season and have established a strong base after the summer. 3 games unbeaten in the Premier League ahead of a daunting trip to Anfield on Saturday. The likes of Jack Grealish, Tyler Dibbling, and Kieran Dewsbury-Hall have widened Everton's creative parameters, and Moyes' tactics provide a solid defensive base. Moreover, new technical director Angus Kinnear has helped ship out a number of struggling stars. Everton have made headway in the transfer market, all told, but that certainly hasn't always been the case in recent memory. Under the dysfunctional rule of Farhad Moshiri, Everton were often labeled as bad buyers. But neither did they sell particularly prudently. Cashing in on the likes of Amadou Onana and Richarlison provided financial strength, but some might be kicking themselves for parting ways with the Demola Lookman before the Nigerian forward managed to spread his wings and grow into the Ballon d'Or contender he is today. Likewise, it's frustrating that Anthony Gordon was so desperate to leave Goodison Park in the early stages of his career. The England international was sold to Newcastle United for £45 million, but Liverpool have since come knocking despite the Magpies' £100 million valuation of their player. It's at least comforting to note that this new version of Everton appears to be more calculated and efficient in their transfer dealings than the previous hierarchy. Early days, of course, but Moyes has whipped his troops into shape and added players of genuine quality. Those who have been shipped on for good reason. But there's one player in particular who he must rue the club's past decision to let go. Left back has been something of a problem for the Toffees this term, with James Garner serving in a patchwork role, albeit playing it well. It's a shame one of the best in the business was let go for peanuts before he hit his stride in the Premier League. Vitaly Mykolenko has dealt with some injury issues across the opening weeks of the campaign, and with Jared Branthwaite perennially sidelined in the first phases of any given season, this has posed a problem. A problem that Moyes has found a solution for, utilizing the industrious Garner's versatility in a way which has allowed the team to fight for a place in the top half of the table. But a natural left back would be nice, and it's clearly something that has sat on Moyes' mind for the 62-year-old signed Bayern Munich youngster Adam Asnew in the summer, and big things are expected of the 19-year-old. It would be easy to say he's the most exciting young left back on the blue half of Merseyside since Leighton Baines was signed from Wigan Athletic, but that wouldn't be true, not when Everton once had Anthony Robinson in their ranks. Robinson was a part of Everton's academy, actually winning the U18 Players Player of the Year in 2015. The talent was always there, but there was no room for him within Roberto Martinez's setup, and he departed before making a single senior appearance. Now, he's regarded as one of the finest fullbacks in the Premier League, and indeed, no defender claimed more assists than his Haul of 10 for Fulham last season. Data-driven platform FBref suggests he is comparable to Liverpool's new recruit Milos Kerkez, but in truth, he may well be the superior player at this stage. Robinson effectively trumps Kerkez in every department, which serves as a measure of the USMNT International's ability. No doubt, some at Craven Cottage felt it was an injustice that the young Hungarian secured a place in the Premier League Team of the Year ahead of Fulham's left-sided superstar. Kerkez is one talented young defender, for sure, but Robinson was actually singled out by Sky Sports' Dougie Critchley last season as being one of the best left-backs in the world. This is his level. Under the wing of Marco Silva, Fulham's play flows through Robinson. Get him on the ball, that'll do it. He's athletic and attentive and creative besides, boasting all the skills needed to become a superstar in Moyes Everton. It's a shame that it will never be so. Robinson left for a pittance, having failed to wedge his way into senior plans and instead being sold to Wigan for just £2 million in July 2019, when he was only 21 years old. Robinson's capacity to whip a delightful ball into the danger area underlines a further reason why he might have been such a valuable asset at Everton over the years, especially when considering the emphasis Moyes likes to put on that facet of the playmaking game, and indeed the aerial presence the Blues boast in the box. While the football transfer market is an unforgiving business, With mishaps inevitable, it's sure to be one that stings the powers that were at Everton, who watch him grow into one of the most sought-after around. Indeed, before Liverpool completed a deal for Kerkez, they were interested in signing Robinson, who was valued at a bumper £50 million at the midpoint of last season. Alas, now the hopes rest on Asnu's shoulders, with the youngster having the chance to put all this ruefulness to bed.